Hello viewers, today in this session we will discuss maxima minima. The word maxima minima maxima and minima. Maxima seems to be derived from maximum. It seems that something related with maximum and minima from minimum. But these words are related with math. So, quantitatively you can say that something is maximum anywhere or something is minimum anywhere. So, we will discuss about the curve. Suppose any function of x, y equal to fx is there. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. Similarly, this is origin 0, 0. Suppose there is a curve, any curve. Randomly you can draw it. Make it more high. Yes. Now, maximum, if we discuss about maximum, anybody can say that this is the maximum height and this is the, here is the, where it ends. It may be the, this is minimum height of peak. If we talk about peaks, these are the peaks. This is peak, this is peak, this is peak. Peak means just like in mountains, some peaks are there and some valleys are there. This is valley. Here is also a valley. So peak you can say P1, this is P2, this is P3. And valley you can say, just to understand, don't get confused with anything. Okay. Now what it signifies, that what is P1, P2, P3 and maxima minima. We have to relate the maxima and minima from these points. One thing more I can add here, that maxima and minima words have been taken from Latin words, from Latin language, sorry. These are Latin words. But maxima related with maximum and minima related with minimum. If you want to relate these words with this graph, then P1 is maxima of this curve, this part. This is valley, minima of this part. This P2 is maxima. This is also maxima and this is valley, minima. Maxima doesn't mean that the highest point in the curve. This is not only the maxima in this curve P2. This is also maxima, this is also maxima, this is also maxima at different values of x. We will discuss later on. Similarly, this is valley, this is valley. This is not the minima point only in this curve. This is also a minima point. So, if we summarize it, maxima point. It will be in this P1, P2 and P3. So P1, P2 and P3. That means all the points or all the peaks in a curve all are called maxima points. So don't get confused with the maximum point or maximum height attending point. The point which is at the highest level in the curve cannot be or may not be the only maxima. All the peaks are called maxima in a curve. Similarly, valley points, that means minima points, this V1 and this V2. I think up to this level there is no confusion. Maxima, minima, peaks, valley, like this. One thing more you can add, these maxima and minima words. If we are discussed in a single word, then it is called extrema. So we will calculate with example how this maxima point is calculated, how the minima point is calculated, and what are the values of x where this maxima point achieves this maxima, and how the valley points are calculated. At different values, since x varies this, x goes on this and y goes on this. At particular value of x, the y will get the fixed value of y. Similarly, at x1 there will be y1. You can draw like this, that x1 value will get a y1 value, x2 y2, x3 will get some value that we call y3, and then we can draw the points on the curve and get the values. We will also discuss about how to check the maxima point, minima points, because then only we will be able to understand the maxima and minima theme. And now we will add some points so that maxima and minima can be calculated mathematically. This was just a visual chart, visual graph, in which we just saw that peaks are the maxima and valley are minima points. But mathematically how it can be calculated, that we will discuss. Now, suppose I think this graph will be our basic graph. We will not rub it out. We will discuss in the same graph. dy by dx, as you know already, that dy by dx, if y is a function of x, then we find the derivative of y, that is called dy by dx. If this is equal to 0, suppose, we calculate and find that dy by dx is 0. What does it mean? If dy by dx is less than 0, what does it mean? If dy by dx is greater than 0, then or dy by dx is infinite. These are the calculations, conditions. What will happen? We will discuss in next session.